Everybody, welcome back. Doing another Marvel Future Revolution video. In this particular one, we're going to be doing a couple things, maybe more than two, but main focus we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys what I opened with that Loki event. I talked about this a little bit up front during the offer review of these things, of what I might do. So I'm going to show you what I decided with that, and we're going to see what we get. Was it worthwhile or not? I'll dive into that. It's one of those things that you can kind of do anyway, so anything you get from it, it's sort of worthwhile. But outside of that, we're also going to be talking about some thoughts with the update, Dark Zone changes, etc. As I'm recording this, the update has not happened, so that's going to be happening over the night. But having a lot of good conversations with the players, etc. today, involved in the community on some of their thoughts. So I'm going to share some of the things that I've heard, some of the things that I'm still concerned about, and some good ideas. So if you're new to the channel, check out Discord links, hammer down like buttons, all that sort of thing, and let's get to it.
WolverThor!
All right, so first let's get to this Loki thing. Let's get that out of the way so we can talk. Well, and part of this is going to be me talking about it anyway. So as we're doing, so this is the Loki thing that we got. Well, it's funny. I don't even have enough to do all of those. Oh yeah, I do. This lucky box is definitely the one that I think I've settled in on, and everybody's sort of talking about. They like that one definitely the best. Gets you 5,000. So, I must have autoed somebody out there. The reason people like this one, you can get some mega stat change cards, low percent chance of some cores, transcendence crystals, 10% Loki, some core booster essence, yay. Likely gonna get tickets or some anti-convergium, 4-star crystals, some 5. So there's a lot of decent stuff in these boxes. It's pretty random what you might get. I think the Loki is the highest percentage out there. Yeah, it is. These drops are also pretty high, and then the chance for a draw ticket is pretty high. There's 4 of those, so like 30% or so there. So between 25 and 30. So yeah, so we're gonna pull these. I'm just going YOLO on this. And we got 10 of those. And then now I can get one of these. That's the max I'm gonna get there, which I would recommend. And then I can't do any more of that. These lucky draw tickets, I do not like these at all. I suppose that you could think about that. The, what is it, 1,000 there, or you could sit here and do the Alpha Companion shard boxes. I don't like, oops, there we go. I don't necessarily love, well, let's go to the 80 because you're going to get a comment here. I don't think you should waste any of this at all. I just think it is a complete and utter waste. You can see it doesn't even go up to specials, I don't think. Yeah, you can't even get specials out of that. So I would not use that at all. So for me, it's a lucky draw box, which pains my soul a little bit, but is what it is. So that's what we got from that. Again, I didn't spend any money on these things. Otherwise, I would have got more Mystic Core boxes. So we will go ahead and open these. Let's see what we get. We don't need to sit there and draw it out. Ooh, blue. Dodge rate. That'll go to my Spidey, I guess. Costume draws. Core booster. And not one. That's unfortunate, man. Yeah, that's still pretty disappointing. I mean, it's awesome that I got a 6-star core, but I mean, I don't know. I'm not. It's a blue. Again, you know, we always talk about not caring about, you know, the crystals that you put in core slots, but got some transcendence crystals, which I can't use. Core booster essence, which I won't use. Card draw tickets is great. You know, some anti-convergium. Okay, fine. And then one more core Mystic Core box. I mean, it's good either. I mean, it's good. It's a green, but I don't really need 5s. And then some dimension box tickets. So, all right. So I'm just going to let my widow sort of play around there as we're continuing to talk about some of this stuff. I like these events where you just do your basic thing and you get something extra for it. All of that, I did nothing extra. The only extra thing I did each day was I found Loki in Most Wanted. I tried to get first place on him to optimize my tokens. I bought 0 offers. So I got all the stuff that you just saw for free. I didn't play, I didn't pay anything. I just did my normal routine. So in that regard, I think it's pretty good. That makes me feel, pretty solid about getting it. And anytime you're getting anything for free in a game, I mean, it's sort of like, how mad am I really going to be, right? I'll take it. So now we've got some things changing in game though, where there's a lot of scuttlebutt talking about what's happening for this. And I'm just, looking in some chats I've had, even some comments I've gotten on a YouTube video that I did yesterday. And I think, so focus on the Dark Zone. If you're not aware, Dark Zone is now unlimited rewards. And what that means is within the 30-minute time frame that you're in there, there's no limit on the amount of times you can kill a mini boss or a prime boss and get rewards. Part of what happened with that transition is previously when you took a prime, it was happened for 2 primes, is that depending where you finished, you got a certain amount of crystals. So some people would go through there and make sure to get as high as they could on their first 2 primes so that they could optimize these crystals. Some people would get that 1,400 crystals per week, which was huge. That's huge for free to play. And it's critical for anybody who wants to build up that crystal count. But to me, it was the biggest thing for free to play players to be able to come in there and get that. So now it's gone. Now, first thing I need to address is that I think Netmarble absolutely had to remove that reward in there. You cannot allow access. I suppose you could, but it'd mess up the economy a little bit. And people would just be going crazy in there, which maybe is what they want. I don't know. But I think it would be a bad idea to leave those in there because it would have caused I wasn't expecting it. I actually don't even want to say what it'd cause. To change something or leave something like that as an unlimited resource that you can farm seems like a game would never do. You know what I mean? So in that regard, I think it was pretty normal. Now, the problem becomes we've got all of these people going, I screwed up my rotation there, don't judge me. Where are we going to get these crystals from? So they all want to know, where are we going to get these crystals? I'm a free to play. Now, how many people are doing that? I don't know. I have no idea. It could be a vocal minority. I don't know if that's the case. I think regardless that it's the perception. And this is what I shared. As I said, this is about perception. You're giving the perception that somebody was able to do this for free, get these things, and you took something that they thought would be really nice and wonderful, and you made it so that they can't get that anymore. And nobody knows where they're going to be, where they're going to be replaced. They didn't say anything. So everybody's, of course, thinking the worst. Now, a lot of times with anything like games like this, it's all about messaging. You got to make sure that you get the proper message across so that people understand what's going on. And right now, there's nothing being said. There might be nothing. They could have just taken them all and that's it. It's done. It's over. I don't know. I think that'll be a bad decision. I think that they should make sure that people are able to still get those. But I don't know if they will. They might not. Having said that, the question is now, let's be optimistic about this. Let's assume maybe that they are going to find a place to put this, or they're trying to figure it out. So my first thing that I thought of where they could put these is most wanted. And for the most wanted section, a lot of people don't love to do that, but maybe they now have a prime that you can go get once a day. Why not put the crystals behind that? You have to go do it somewhere. Free to play can still do it and do the same amount. Now, if you only have to have one, I double the crystals. So if you get first place, you get 200. If you get second place, you get 80. I think the counts were basically like 80 or 100 for first, 80 for second, 55 for third, or maybe it was 75 for second, whatever it was. And it sort of worked its tier down. Do those same sort of rewards, but double it since you only have one prime target per day to do, or one most wanted prime target. Or if you want to have I just do the primary focus one and have the crystals be on that prime target. Because now some people are going to be annoyed. Like, I can never get the prime target by myself. And you're what? That's fair and right. But I think that's a good potential solution for where this could end up. I think it would be good to make sure that people are still trying to get things. I think it encourages most wanted a little bit. It gives free-to-play players something to go after. You know, there's multiple channels that people can go in. There's different times of days. You know, it's every 30 minutes. It's kind of like, okay. So I think in that regard, it could be actually well received. Now, some other people in some of my comments and some of the things that we're talking about as well, I got Blitz and Raid. Some people were saying they were going to quit the game over this. I don't think it's worth quitting the game over. I think if you're going to quit the game, you were likely going to quit anyway if this sort of put you over the edge. Now, having said that, I think that Netmarble really should find a way to, you know, I'll say quote unquote fix this, because I think it is important for the free to play or cheaper to play type players to have something where they can free farm these things. But those were a couple things that I definitely thought were like great ideas. The Blitz and the Raid concept, you know, I don't know how you'd reward those in there, because they're obviously going to want people to compete for them a little bit. So how do you do that? I don't know, honestly. I don't know. I think that you certainly could find a way to do it. I mean, you're not going to do it on Blitz Score because there's just so much randomness to that. And honestly, all of the blitzes, you know, the damage, you get so much different random. I don't know. I don't like that. Raids, kind of the same thing. Some people can one-shot, two-shot some of those bosses. People wouldn't even have a chance. So, I mean, could you do it so you're guaranteed a certain number and then do the average? I don't like that, because some people are like, well, I used to get number 1 and now I can't. So I think for me, I really settle in on liking the idea of the most wanted. You know, some people are saying, you know, where they're going, squad battles, and I'm going to keep saying it. I really hope Netmarble doesn't do that. I just think that is a bad idea. You know, there's already some people who are a little upset with the fact that they feel like they have to build alts in this game. Now, you know, what I've sort of said to them is, you don't have to build them. I said, the Alliance Raid mode, which is really the alt section that we've got right now, in theory, everybody in your alliance, if you average about 700 to 750,000 points per person in your alliance, you should be close to clearing level 20. Is that hard? Yes, it's hard. But you potentially have the ability to do it if you coordinate and properly use buffs. The first day, I mean, you should be able to get to like level 7 to 8 with just whatever you've got on your alts. I mean, I haven't even done much on my alts, and they all last until I think level 9ish. I get right around level 9, I start losing them, but we typically try to shoot for level 12 on the first day. And I think that we're I say more competitive alliance, but I think anyone who's towards that realm should get close, you know? So use those lower tunes for that, and then use your main 1/2 if you have to, that you could use for the rest of the days. And if everybody's active and using those buffs, you can sit there and do it. So the point is you don't need to build up a full squad, but squad battles sort of in the name, right? So I don't know. I keep saying I'm a little worried about it. So I got a lot of different, you know, comments about it. I'm very interested to see how it shakes out. Again, I wanted to share this Loki opening, talk about that a little bit more, share some more concepts that people were talking about. I might do a second video later today. I don't know. I want to see how everything works out with the update, with DZ, see what it's like. I might just kind of soak all that stuff in and then shoot a video for what will be, I guess, Thursday publishing. So appreciate you guys stopping by. If you want to hammer down like buttons, click notification bell, subscribe. Always appreciate that. Feel free to comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Discord in the description below if you want to follow along with additional content, etc. And until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.